Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe for new videos. Many students and graduates are now linking the freelancing industry, expecting to perform freelance work and earn some cash in their spare time. This guide is devoted to those youngsters, grown-ups, and everybody else trying to find a solid and actionable strategy to enter freelancing as a web designer. Incremental strategy to begin as a freelance website designer with tips on landing customers and earning some real cash. In reality, it's precisely the same approach I used to create my web design service. Continue reading to learn just how I did it. How much freelance web designers can make. If you are uncertain about getting into outsourcing as a web designer, then you will be delighted to know that it's among the highest paid from the freelancer markets. In reality, you will find freelance web designers that make around 10,000 rupees building accessible WordPress websites. Having said this, I must also note that web design is a highly competitive market in freelance marketplaces. Thus, it would help if you concentrated on locating a micro niche in the business. If it's possible to discover such a profitable market, you will have the ability to find success more readily. Now, let us get on with this manual. 1. Prepare yourself and your freelance mindset. First of all, take that outsourcing takes a great deal of hard work and a significant quantity of time before you begin generating cash in web design. Know the manners of freelancing and get started earning money. So be ready and your freelancer mindset. If you are attempting to be a freelancer with the sole intention of earning quick cash, you won't endure it for long. You have to be patient and passionate about what you would like to be a freelancer and endure the long trip. 2. Web design or web developer, which one I choose? Web designer is whoever's in control of this front end or the design and look of a website or a web development. A web designer manages all of the site elements in the ideal sequence, codes the design sheets, and produces the site's surface. Web developer work of writing the back-end code of a site, such as creating the calculations for website functions like checkout systems and consumer interactions. 3. Only coding is enough? According to the study, 72% of the participants considered that many websites look the same. You have to understand user experience design and possess a creative approach to be an influential web designer. Turning into a web developer is the complete opposite. You have to have an analytical approach to make accurate calculations and have the capability to earn systems based on user workflows. 4. Be cautious about which course you would like to take. After seeing each of those, learn to code sites and moving through lots of HTML, CSS classes, you have to be feeling quite sure about your coding abilities. Due to all of the fantastic free online resources available now, anyone could quickly turn into a coder. However, that does not always make them more qualified to be a freelancer. Unlike web development, web design involves a great deal of imagination and a practical understanding of how the web works. You have to learn to be an expert web designer. These abilities will let you design sites with greater involvement and help you realize the psychology behind web design. You need to understand why the menu on top of the web page? Why do most landing pages have their call to action, CTA? 5. You must know about the domain, hosting, and server. Your customers will expect you to obtain a domain name, a hosting program, and fully set up their site. The way to keep hosting and operate with FTP clients. Go here to begin on a few of the fundamentals. Something to consider: I got a freelancer hosting program and provided my customers to host their websites on my server at a reasonable price and figure out how to generate some cash with hosting. 6. Learn graphic designing software. Including illustrations and graphics, like logos and animated personalities, is a must-have for sites nowadays. Clients will request that you look after those also. You may team up with another freelancer to find these designed. But you'll make more cash if you could learn how to perform these things yourself. Find a Photoshop tutorial and learn how to design logos. 7. Build portfolio. When a customer approaches you to receive their website created, the initial thing they are likely to ask would be to find a few examples of your past work. If you do not have one, get to design and work on several excellent websites. Do a little free work when you need to. Design a website and launch it online at no cost. Or reach out to companies and provide to design them a website at no charge. I browsed Google and find some street shops, searching for small business owners who do not have a site. Several firms responded back and that I made them excellent sites. Following that, you can showcase your work on a site of your own or via a website like Behance. 8. Calculate the perfect price for your web design projects. Different web design jobs will need unique quantities of work and time. Thus, figuring out the ideal price for your website design jobs may be somewhat tricky. However, if you would like to have a basic idea about the ideal cost, here is what you could do. Go online and discover the email or the contact number of your rival web design company. Assume for a customer and find a quote for designing your chosen site. Significant web design agencies have groups of designers, so they've costly pricing strategies for jobs. Try to think of an affordable price for your job. Not overly expensive or too cheap. A cost that will make your customers say yes, however, not find suspicious. 9. Find freelance website. Stay away from online freelance platforms if you're able to. All these websites are excessively aggressive, and winning a customer will be exceedingly complex. But in case you have no other option, choose an independent website with fewer contests to provide your services. People Per Hour and TopTal are just two of the most appropriate sites for web designers and developers. 10. Find local customers. You can find local customers who don't have a website. Were you aware that over 58% of small businesses still do not have a site? Locating work online. I was able to score a whole lot of customers that way. Here is what I did. I walked around the roads writing down the titles and the contact information for smaller companies and stores with no website. I arrived home and looked up those titles on the internet to ensure they don't have a site. I then put together a little document that explains all of the advantages of having a website. I waited a week to get a response from these companies. Then I phoned them referencing my correspondence and asking if they'd love to meet up for more info. 11. Promote yourself as a brand. When you're off the floor, you will begin getting referrals from the old customers and a lot of new jobs. It is time to advertise yourself as new so people may recognize you and also the caliber of your work. If you are getting more customers than you can manage, consider growing your freelance business too. Employ a few interns and also make your job simpler. It will take some time to experience these 10 measures. However, you'll get there if you are consistent enough. Also, remember that web design is a big business that is constantly evolving. Thus, subscribe to all of the web design sites that you can. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. Find more, visit www.designingcourses.in. Click the like button for more videos.